How do you handle pain and suffering? Do you reveal it, hide it, or transform it? Revealing your pain sometimes can attract more harm than healing. It's a harsh reality, but there are those who find a twisted satisfaction in witnessing the suffering of others, even feeding on it. This disturbing mix of sadism and envy can significantly hinder personal growth, manifesting itself in various spheres of our lives, whether at work, in our social circles, or even among family. However, within you exists a remarkable source of strength, a hidden power waiting to be harnessed, the art of transforming vulnerabilities into unwavering power. In this video, we will show you 18 profound historical principles from Epictetus, the esteemed philosopher whose ideas have withstood the test of time, but there's more. We invite you to participate actively in this interactive journey of self-discovery and personal growth. So, in the next crucial moments, focus deeply on what is being shared, setting aside the usual daily distractions. Let's begin. Listen twice as much as you speak. Have you ever reflected on the simplicity of this part of our anatomy? 2 ears, 1 mouth, not a mere coincidence of nature, but a deliberate impulse to cultivate the habit of listening to the stories, pains, and joys around us. Epictetus pointed this out by stating that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we may listen twice as much as we speak. Listening is not just a skill, it's a bridge to understanding. It's easy to contribute to the noise, but true strength lies in knowing when to be silent, choosing to be an empathetic listener to the world around us. Do not allow the comments and attitudes of others to control your life. Have you ever felt easily influenced by the words and emotions of others? Every negative comment, every disapproving look pulling your strings, dictating your emotions. Epictetus reminds us that in this theatre of life, we have the choice to master our emotions. Why allow others' negativity to become the master key to your emotional state? Words can hurt, attitudes can harm, but the bare truth is that by drowning in anger or wilting over criticism, you're handing over your power. It's time to reclaim that key, not with resentment or bitterness, but with the understanding that your peace, your joy, are yours alone to govern. Be ready to accept the worst. The unpredictability of life can be overwhelming. Confronted with life's uncertainties, we often find ourselves entangled in a web of fears. Epictetus's wisdom offers a used perspective. Embrace the worst, accept that these dreaded events have already happened. It may seem frightening, but within this radical idea lies a deep truth. Facing our darkest fears head-on, we forge a path through them. Our spirit, no longer shackled to assumptions, learns to navigate life's complexities with resilience and grace. Accepting the worst can truly be the gateway to inner peace. Do not be afraid to fail, for it is the only way to progress. Imagine a world where your failures are your steps to success. Epictetus, the historical sage, believed in embracing the idea of being foolish, because only when you're not afraid to fail, not ashamed to falter, do you truly grow. True mastery isn't a flash of genius, but a relentless pursuit, a journey filled with errors that sculpt our imperfections. This path isn't easy, filled with frustration, self-doubt, and moments when giving up seems the only option. But it's also where passion ignites, resilience builds, and real transformation happens. Simplify, for true wealth lies in simplicity. Embracing simplicity is not rejecting wealth. It's choosing to prioritize what truly enriches your life. Imagine being surrounded by luxury, with every desire within reach, but amidst this opulence, a persistent question remains. Does this abundance truly serve you, or does it demand your constant attention and energy? Wealth, as Epictetus wisely observed, is not a possession, but a state of mind. Choosing simplicity, you free yourself from the relentless cycle of bills, loans, and the incessant ticking of the credit card payments clock. This liberation is not merely financial. It's a profound emotional and mental freedom. It's about finding wealth in the simple joys of life. understanding that true wealth resides in experiences, relationships, and self-awareness, not in material accumulation. Practice humility in your life. Epictetus, the wise historian, understood that humility is a quiet yet powerful force. In our quest for knowledge, imagine yourself on a journey where each step you take moves you away from the noisy pride of what you think you know. This path leads you to a realm where you realize you know very little, almost nothing. This realization is not a defeat, it's a liberation. It's the moment you begin to see the world with the wonder and curiosity of a child, where every leaf, every drop of rain holds a lesson, a story. Epictetus urges us to follow this path, reminding us that the true essence of learning is not in accumulating facts, but in the humble admission of our ignorance. In this space of not knowing, emotions collide, and you might feel a twinge of fear, the sting of vulnerability, and yes, even a touch of excitement. It's in this emotional whirlwind that we truly begin to learn, free from the chains of arrogance. To grasp the dangers of fortune, delve into the human psyche, where wealth's allure often hides treacherous undercurrents. Wealth, a double-edged sword, attracts false friends and distorts our essence. Tie's transformative power can lead us away from our core principles. Attaining wealth may reveal unfamiliar or disagreeable aspects of ourselves, fostering moral decay. Epictetus, the renowned philosopher, warned against these dangers, asserting that true wealth lies not in finances, but in character depth. As we navigate life's tumult, we must ponder: will we let fortune dictate values, or stay anchored to our true principles? The answer lies within, awaiting discovery. Do not cling to a single hope. Epictetus, the ancient philosopher, knew that the tapestry of life is woven with threads of countless dreams, not just one. Why limit ourselves to a single hope, knowing the unpredictable nature of fate? He exhorts us to embrace a spectrum of aspirations, understanding that diversifying our dreams is not a sign of indecision, but a strategy for resilience. When one dream falters, another may take flight, guiding us towards success in its many forms. This approach is not about fearing failure, but about recognizing our multifaceted potential. It's a lesson on how to transform our vulnerabilities, our so-called Achilles' heels, into enduring and evolving strengths. Always remember your mortality. Death looms at life's end, a constant reminder that our time is fleeting. Epictetus, a beacon of wisdom, understood this deeply. He taught us to face the inevitable with clear eyes, not to shrink from it in fear or ignorance. As we navigate the tumultuous seas of life, often burdened by the trivial and the transient, we forget the weight of our own mortality. Our lives are a tapestry of moments, each thread woven with choices and actions, all culminating in the finality of death. Why then do we clutter our days with the pursuit of things that will not travel with us beyond the coast of life? Our focus should be on the essence of living, on the love we share, the wisdom we gather, and the strength we build from our vulnerabilities. If you've made it this far, it means you're ready for change. Leave a comment, click the like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring content. Now let's dive deeper. A content spirit is true wealth. Have you ever felt the weight of longing for what you don't have, while the treasures you possess gather dust in the corner of your gratitude? Epictetus, the historical philosopher, challenges us to flip that script. He whispers an eternal truth. True wealth isn't in the accumulation of things, but in the richness of a content spirit. Think about it. How often do you truly savor the victories, small or grand, you've already achieved? Instead of being trapped in the constant desire trap, the journey to mastering Stoicism isn't just about hiding your vulnerabilities, but about transforming them into unshakable strengths. It's a path marked by the understanding that happiness doesn't wait at the end of an endless quest for more, but is here and now, appreciating what is instead of lamenting what isn't. Guilt is a trap. Have you ever felt the weight of guilt as a relentless shadow following your every step? Often, it's a game we play, a maze with no exit. Blaming others, blaming yourself, and in doing so, finding deceptive comfort in avoiding the real challenge. Taking responsibility without being imprisoned by guilt is a hard path, undoubtedly, where the temptation to resort to guilt is an irresistible call. But consider this. What if, instead of being entangled by guilt, we choose to face our actions head-on, accept them, and learn? Epictetus' wisdom reminds us that guilt is a trap, a plague that shouldn't define us. It's not about finding faults, it's about finding solutions and growing stronger. Make friends with winners. Do you know what it's like to be in a room with someone who's just a cloud of negativity, sucking the life out of the air? And there are these rare gems, people who light up the room just by being there. These people make you laugh, encourage you to be better in some way, even on your worst day, make everything seem all right. It seems they have the antidote for life's chaos. Choosing who you spend your time with isn't just about who's fun or not, but about deciding whether you want to be dragged down or lifted up. So, why settle for energy vampires when you can shine with the stars? Remember, it's your journey, your rules. Choose allies who transform your weaknesses into strengths and watch as life transforms. Your reactions determine your future. Life throws curveballs, and how we catch them writes our story. Epictetus understood this. He not only preached about choosing our responses, but lived it. Think about it. When life hits hard, do you crumble or stand up? It's easy to play the victim, sink into despair over a lost job, a failed relationship, or an unexpected setback. But the stark truth is that these moments aren't just obstacles, they're opportunities. Opportunities to grow, learn, and redefine who we are. They are the forge where our character is tested and strengthened. In these moments, we can transform weaknesses into strengths, turn our Achilles' heel into armor. So when life knocks you down, ask yourself, will this defeat me, or will it fuel my success? Remember, your life story isn't about what happens to you, but about how you rewrite the script with every challenge you face. Fulfill your duty. Fulfilling duty isn't just about ticking boxes or following a script laid out by others. It's about facing your vulnerabilities head-on, transforming your Achilles heel into a foundation of strength. How often do we run from responsibilities, not because they're impossible, but because they challenge the core of our fears and insecurities? Embracing duty means walking into the storm, not with blind optimism, but with a resolution rooted in reality. It's about loving fiercely, fighting for what's right, and sometimes letting people go when it's the hardest thing to do. In this raw journey, you'll experience the bitterness of defeat and the sweetness of triumph. But above all, you'll discover the resilient power of your spirit. Ignore those who hate you. Absorbing the venom of others' hatred without letting it penetrate your own heart is truly a test of strength. Why allow another's bitterness to darken your spirit? Reflect on this. When someone directs hate towards you, isn't it often a reflection of their own internal struggles? Recognize their struggle, but don't let it become yours. By mastering the historical principles, we learn not only to shield ourselves from negative influences, but to transform them. It's not about sugarcoating reality or denying the sting of malice, but about recognizing that in the grand fabric of life, every thread, dark or light, has its place. Your power lies in choosing how to weave these threads into your own story. Friendship is above wealth. Have you ever felt the warmth of a true friend's support during your most difficult times when even your own strength seemed to crumble? Friendship, a treasure beyond the richest gold, offers a haven, a place where vulnerabilities are not weaknesses but shared human experiences. It is in these moments that we truly understand the value of a friend, not as a shield to hide behind, but as a mirror reflecting our true selves, flaws, and all. This bond, deeper than the deepest ocean, teaches us that true wealth is not in material abundance, but in the hearts we touch and the souls that touch ours. Always seek to see the good side of things. Sometimes, when everything seems to go wrong, like losing a job, it's easy to feel terrible. But what if this is a sign to pursue what you truly wanted? Stoicism doesn't tell us to ignore sadness. It teaches us to find strength in difficult times. Every problem can be a chance to start over. You have the power to use your weaknesses to your advantage. So, when life knocks you down, stand up stronger. It's exhilarating to transform challenges into opportunities, isn't it? Love deeply, but you can't force reciprocation. Work hard, but outcomes aren't guaranteed. Care for the world, but can't fix all its problems. How to handle frustration, disappointment, anger? Epictetus advises, focus on control, accept the rest. This essence isn't about concealing vulnerabilities, but forging them into robust strengths. Amid life's trials, ancient wisdom illuminates. Learning to transform weaknesses into strengths defines true personal growth. Each principle guides through life's storms. By embracing humility, rejecting hate, finding good in adversity, and accepting the uncontrollable, vulnerabilities turn into power. Let these principles lead to genuine wealth, a serene spirit, deep bonds, and resilience. In life's journey, may vulnerabilities become our strongest armor. I want to express my deep gratitude for following this video and exploring the historical principles that can transform our vulnerabilities into power. I sincerely hope these insights have resonated in your heart as they have in mine. If, like me, you felt a whirlwind of emotions or found inspiration in these principles, I ask you to share your experience in the comments. Let me know how these words touched your soul. And now, as a key word for this shared moment, how about in the comments you write, I am unshakable in the face of life's storms? Let's create a wave of positivity and strength, showing that together we can transform our vulnerabilities into power. Thank you for being part of this journey. Until next time.